Hey guys, I'm doing my review today on the Ultima Replenisher. I'm going to actually come in a bit and let you know all of the specifics about these. I did get a sample pack from Ultima, so I'm going to give all the flavors that I have here a try and let you know what I think of these flavors. So they're supposed to have 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 6 electrolytes and other minerals, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, paleo-friendly, and keto-friendly. So all you have to do is put it in like a regular bottle of water, like this 16.9 ounce bottle of water. So the flavors that we have are grape, raspberry, orange, cherry pomegranate, and lemonade. I'm not a lemon fan or a lemonade fan. Even though the stuff I've been drinking is supposed to be like a raspberry lemonade, it's not real lemony, so I might not be the best one to judge the lemon. So today, I just refilled my water bottle downstairs at the cooler at work. So I'm gonna give it a shot and try the grape. Okay, here I am on their website and I'm looking at the supplement facts for each flavor. The one thing that is interesting is the supplements are not identical per flavor. So the cherry pomegranate has vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, selenium, copper, blah, 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 blah. The grape does not have vitamin A. And then looking back and forth, it looks like for some reason there's no vitamin A in there, which obviously that's not one of the ones that we need an excess of on the keto diet, but at the same time it's like why would you not have the same exact vitamins in each flavor? It does show they've got natural flavorings and then also stevia for sweetener. So that's the cherry pomegranate and the grape. And then on the lemonade and the raspberry, no vitamin A in either of those as well. And then the orange has vitamin A. So I don't know if it's because of the coloring that they're using natural orange flavor, natural pomegranate flavor, maybe they're cherry pomegranate, maybe there's vitamin A in that, but it's kind of interesting. But at least they have it all marked down for you on here, and you can go on the website and check it all out. It's on the back of the little package as well, but sometimes they're hard to read. And then I'm going to come back later also and tell you about what your daily values are for like magnesium and potassium, and sodium, which are the 3 things that we need to take quite a bit of, or have quite a bit of on the ketogenic diet. I'm shaking it up like 3 times now, and it's kind of hard to see. But you see those things floating around in there? This thing's been in my water bottle for 10 minutes. You see all that on the bottom? And it's not really cold. It came out of the water fountain, but it's not cold. It's cool water. And it's like there's parts of this stuff that is not dissolving very well. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to drink a gritty drink. So if it's still not dissolved when I get down to the bottom, that last gulp is probably going to be a little funky. But I'll let you know once I get to that part. The problem is, if it's not all dissolving and you don't drink that last little bit that's got all this powder in here, how much of this stuff are you losing? Because you can actually see it up at the top floating around. You see all that? But I actually read the package. It says grape, but then it says /raisin. So I'm like, is it going to taste like raisins? But yeah, that stuff's still floating around in there after 10 minutes. You would think it would have dissolved by now. Any other powdery stuff I've added to water is dissolved. Usually it's almost immediately after shaking it. So I'm going to taste it and we'll see how this grape /raisin flavor is. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a smeller. Like, I smell everything before I taste it, drink it, eat it, whatever. It smells like grape. Actually, it tastes really good. It tastes like grape Kool-Aid. So that's a good one for me. So far, first flavor down, grape is really, really good. I'm going to enjoy drinking this. Plus, it's stevia, so it doesn't have sucralose in it, which a lot of us have issues with sucralose, especially me. So actually, it's pretty good. The only issue I would have so far is just looking at the amounts per package of the supplements that we need. Honestly, I would have to sit down and calculate how much I paid for my jar of stuff that I'm using for powder, and I use one a day, versus having to take 4 or 5 of these a day. You know, cost wise, you never know. I'm trying to give an honest review here. But if somebody doesn't want to add as much extra supplements, you know, to try to get closer to your daily recommended, since I don't eat hardly any veggies, and I'm basically carnivore. I might eat a veggie once a week. So, but I'm also going to list that later. I will list what our daily recommended values should be for these type of supplements, electrolytes, things like that. And I'm also going to give you guys a list of actual veggies and stuff that you can eat normally that would replenish some of these things on their own. But if you're like me and you're kind of more eating carnivore, you're really not getting some of these extra things. And a lot of us on keto need these extra things anyways. So far, the grape is really yummy. Stay tuned to later or tomorrow, and we will see what the next flavor holds. But that stuff's still in the bottom. I can kind of sort of taste it a little bit. So far this is my only issue with these. We'll see if the other flavors do the same thing, but I don't know what's in it. What is that that doesn't dissolve? But I mean, it's almost 2 o'clock, so I mean, it's been in here for hours now. Today it's going to be the cherry pomegranate, so we'll see how this one tastes. I'm just gonna throw it around, it's fine. No worries. Of course, you know, when you want to video something, it doesn't want to do what you want it to do. So we still have that same type of powdery stuff here. And when I got down to that last sip of that grape one yesterday, I was like, oh. And there was still stuff, even after I took my last sip of that one yesterday, there was still stuff like inside the bottle, you know. Bottoms up for cherry pomegranate. That's good too. That tastes like Kool-Aid too. That seems to be my answer for these. I feel like they do taste like Kool-Aid. I'm still having an issue with the extra powder stuff floating around in them, but you know, but I like the flavors so far. They both taste like Kool-Aid. The grape was really good. The cherry pomegranate's really good. So far between the two, I'm more of a cherry fan than the grape fan. So I like the cherry a little bit more, but now actually, after it's kind of sat the residue of it in my mouth a little bit, the cherry almost reminds me of like cherry cough syrup. So that could be bad. It's just like an aftertaste. So, but as flavor wise, I like it better. Okay, so recommended dosage of sodium is 1,500 milligrams. Each little packet of the Ultima has 55. So that's a small percentage, but that doesn't mean much. Like I said, salt. Most of us get our salt, but I'm going to go over ways of how to get each of these items into your diet if you don't want to use supplements or water additives and things like that. So the daily recommended allowance for potassium, I knew it was high, but I couldn't remember how much. It's 4,700 milligrams. Obviously, potassium is one you don't want to screw around with because it controls like your heart rate and things like that. So it's something you don't want to screw around with and take a bunch of it at one time. So it's one of those things where you want to space it out during the day into different doses. Because in the beginning, when I was when I had the issues with the heart palpitations and stuff, when I tried to take some extra potassium, I would take 100 or 99 milligram pill like 3 or 4 times a day until I finally got myself back I got my list here, into not having heart palpitations and things. So that's why, they don't want to put a ton in these things, but at the same time, there's a couple of powders out there. One of the ones that I use that actually has 1,000 milligrams in it, but that's still only a fourth of your daily. It's not even a fourth because it's 4,700. That's 1,000. So, but potassium 4,700, and the Ultima actually has 250, which is not that bad. It's at least like one of the major ones does have a good amount in there. And then magnesium, the recommended amount, it says it's different for men and women. Men, 320 milligrams, women, 420 milligrams. I've been taking a supplement for magnesium because I don't eat a lot of the vegetables and different things where I can get that stuff. So the Ultima actually has 100 milligrams of magnesium, so that's not bad either. That's probably the highest percentage out of the 3 that it has in each individual packet. So other ways that you can add things into your diet are just adding salt. You can add table salt, you can add Himalayan pink salt. I don't care what color your salt is, you add salt to it, it's going to help. I did finally, when I was still having issues, I bought, there's 2 different versions of it. It's called light salt, L-I-T-E salt, or new salt, N-U salt, and it's actually potassium and salt mixed together. So I add that anytime I'm cooking to any food I make that asks for salt, or any food that doesn't ask for salt, when I do my seasonings and stuff. So then, obviously there's like Powerade Zeros, which I had to cut off the Powerade Zeros because I have an issue with sucralose that stalls me, so I quit drinking the Powerade Zeros, and that was why I had bought that powder supplement that I was using, which I'm still using with these daily Ultimas that I'm doing right now as a taste test, because I know I may not get everything that I need. So if you want to eat your way into your daily allowance, it depends on what your macros are, pay attention, obviously, but food-wise, how to get sodium, dill pickles. I know a lot of the keto people love some dill pickles. I just can't, guys, I can't. I'm not a pickle fan. That's when my husband would laugh. But no, actually he loves like spicy pickles and dill pickles, and kids like the little sweet midgets and stuff like that. I used to eat those when I was a kid. I've never been big on like dill pickles. Bacon, sausage, smoked or canned meat, fish, poultry, cold cuts, caviars, anchovies, and salted nuts. Those are good ways to add sodium into your diet. Potassium, avocados. A whole avocado, I think they said it's technically 2 servings, but a whole avocado gives you 670 milligrams of potassium. So that's good. Spinach, broccoli. I do eat some broccoli. Like I said, I'm basically a carnivore, so the only veggies I eat are the occasional broccoli, the occasional lettuce, and the occasional cauliflower rice, or mashed cauliflower. That's really it, and that's only a couple times a week, depending on what we are eating that week. And then salmon. A 3-ounce piece of salmon is 400 milligrams of potassium. Sorry, I thought something was on my leg. I'm going to show you something. If you're arachnophobic, like I kind of am, you're not going to like it here in a minute. So potassium, yes. Big thing, potassium. Magnesium is the next biggest thing to me, because I know it's not that hard to get extra salt in, but it's hard to get extra potassium and magnesium. So that's why I take a magnesium supplement, and I take this powder mixes, to help me, because I don't want to end up with a week and a half worth of heart palpitations again. but that was partially because I screwed up and had ice cream. But that don't happen no more either. So magnesium, 320 for men, 420 for women. Ultima has 100 milligrams. You can eat other things to add magnesium to your diet. Fatty fish, pumpkin, chia, or flax seeds, spinach, leafy greens like collard, turnip greens, mustard greens, kale, avocados again, cashews, almonds, or Brazil nuts, and then dark chocolate. Hey, I can give you some dark chocolate in there. I'm telling you. Actually, I keep some in my desk. Get it on the right drawer. I have some of this that I keep if I want a piece of chocolate, which is not very often. So that's what I've researched and come up with our daily allowances. Sodium, 1,500. The Ultima packets have 55 each. Potassium, 4,700. The Ultimates have 250 each. Magnesium, 320 or 420, and the Ultimates have 100 milligrams each. Like I said, there's plenty of other ways to get this stuff into your diet. You don't have to get supplements. You don't have to spend money on this stuff. Like that powder mix that I got is basically the same version, just a different brand, ingredient for ingredient, that Dr. Berg sells. It's like a raspberry lemonade flavor, and honestly, it was like $8 cheaper plus free shipping. So it was like $34, and it has 50 servings. So to me, that's cheaper than buying a bottle of Powerade every day. And I have more supplements in it. So that was why I was buying that. Now I did see... Alright guys, it's time for another Ultima taste test. So today, I'm trying raspberry. So let's see... Ooh, that's a pretty color. Isn't it pretty? Now we're going to shake her up. Let's see how this works. I do like the color. I'm weird. I'm a color person. But, you know, we still have the issue with the stuff floating around so far with every flavor. This one... yeah, it pretty much does the same thing, so Hershey. Sorry. It smells like raspberry. That's pretty good. I almost want to say it's not quite as flavorful as the other flavors I've tried. It seemed like the grape and the cherry like really strong. But this is the raspberry, and it doesn't seem like it's as strong, which I kind of like better that way. I'm so used to not drinking flavored stuff anymore that sometimes stuff's too strong now. But so far, all the flavors are really, really good, and I will come back when we try the next flavor. I only have 2 left. Alright, today we are trying the Ultima Orange flavor. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you I'm not normally an orange fan or a lemonade fan. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm saving the one I think I'll like the least for last, which is going to be the lemon. So there's only one more to that. I mean, after this. And that's the lemon. So here's the orange. I actually was a little low on water in this bottle because I had a couple sips already. Same issue with the stuffed not dissolving. And actually, considering I'm not an orange person, honestly kind of reminds me of in the past or years ago when I was younger, when I had, I think, Sunkissed. So if you're an orange lover, I actually don't mind this. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it anyway because I need to drink it. But if you're an orange, if you like orange, get a little bit more dissolved. But we still have the grittiness when you get down at the bottom, that this stuff that just won't dissolve, and I don't know what it is. So I feel like I don't know if you're getting all of the electrolytes and stuff that they put in here, if you're actually be able to consume it all, if part of it's not dissolving. So that's still been my only issue, because the flavors are great and they do a really good job of giving you what you need. Granted, they don't give you as much as you would need, but nothing really does. Nothing gives you everything you need. So, like even the Powerade Zeros, they don't have a ton in them either. But they're just supposed to be there to help you. So I've got the lemonade in my water bottle. So we're going to see how that tastes, because I've already told you, don't care for lemon or lemonade. So let's see what we got. Tastes like lemonade. Obviously it's not going to be my favorite because I don't care for lemons. But it looks like I'm not the only one that noticed that this stuff doesn't like to dissolve. Like I've seen other people put it in just like a glass with ice and stir it around. I heard somebody say that it dissolved after a while. Mine's never completely dissolved after a while. There's always residue and powdery stuff left behind, no matter how many times I shake my water bottle, no matter how warm or cold the water is, and no matter how long it sits there. So honestly, I like the grape and the cherry the best. I think it is a great extra substitute for more electrolytes and to help you drink more water and things like that, because sometimes people have a hard time drinking water, especially plain water. I was always that kind of person, but I've gotten better with it now, and like if it's ice cold plain water, I can drink that a lot better. But I think it's actually a pretty good supplement for everybody. I'm gonna link this below, so if you guys want to try it, test them out for yourself. Get a sample pack, see how you like the flavors. That way you can pick and choose which ones you want to order. If you want to order the big container, they actually have several size containers. They got like a container about this big, and they got like one like twice that big, but you can order it by the flavor if you only like specific flavors. They have sample packs. They have little packets like that, where you can buy them by the box. I think they have like a box that has different flavors. They have boxes that have the same flavor. So it just really depends on what you want to do, but you guys go give them a try. Let me know what you think. Have you tried them before? What do you think about these? But like I said, obviously, just like with the Powerade Zeros, you don't get everything you need, and you don't get a lot as far as electrolytes go, but it is an extra help in that department, and it can help you drink more water. So don't forget, like if you like this type of videos, subscribe if you want to see next time I upload something new. I'm still trying to work on several different reviews. I'm doing another review video for some different flavors of Quest bars, so just keep an eye out, because I'm constantly trying to review stuff. I'm also doing a Rebel ice cream review, so that's coming up as well. If you guys want to see more reviews, let me know something below you'd like me to review, or if there's anything else you want me to talk about, just post it below, or send me a message, send me an email. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.